I don't even know where I am. Terminus place. I don't know. Pedestrians this way. Okay. Whoops. My finger was over the microphone. I'm 3 Guinnesses in, and I had my meat pie and mashed potatoes. Seek assistance. I don't know if I'm supposed to.
Yeah, that's fine. There you go.
Thank you.
Seek assistance.
Okay, I need to go to. I don't know where I need to go. Maybe I should seek assistance again. So, yeah, this is for Patreon stuff only. When I'm inebriated, yeah, Patreon's where it's going. Kind of lost, but that's what makes an adventure. Here it comes. Woo! That's gonna be my door right there.
This is Victoria. Change here for Circle and District Line.
All right. Well, good morning. It's day 2 here. I just woke up, brushed my chops. I'm just looking for a cup of coffee before I head to the London Underground, so I can get to the airport, so I can go up to Inverness this morning. Not sure where to get a cup of coffee. I don't want Starbucks, I know that. All right, it is day 3. I am waking up in my hotel in Inverness. Got my second video from yesterday. I've got my video from yesterday uploading right now. You've already seen that video, hopefully. Right now I'm going down to breakfast, so I'm starving. Had a good breakfast there. Pretty much looked exactly like that. And then even here in the room you get an electric kettle where you can make your own tea. They give you coffee up here. So I totally shouldn't be filming right now. I am driving a manual on this side for the first time ever.
Enter the roundabout and take the 3rd exit onto A9.
Oh, roundabout. All right. My plans for today were to do some gold prospecting up here in a specific area that I had planned out from back in Colorado. So I made it up here all the way to my final destination, and the roads are way too bad for me to continue going to where I really wanted to go. But as you can see, it's still winter time pretty much. So I think I'm gonna have to just kind of wing it for the rest of the trip. Today is gonna be the last day of sunshine from what I understand, looking at the weather. So I'm gonna make the best of today. And unfortunately we cannot check out this area until next time I come back, which will be one of the summer months for sure. So yeah, hopefully we can get some gold prospected in, because I brought that gear from far away. So, and I spent a lot of money on the trip, but if not, oh well. You guys know what gold prospecting looks like, and I usually don't find very much anyway. Okay, let's get, I guess I have to reverse out of here somehow. I'm already up about 2 miles up this road, so I'm gonna have to reverse out. Yeah. Well, let's start that over. I don't think this is gonna work. I have the iron discrimination up, and this thing is still picking something up. It's just messed up. So I turned it on and off a couple times. I messed with the frequency. I changed the different frequency settings. I ground balanced it. I turned the sensitivity down, turned the iron discrimination up. Went through all the different modes. I tried everything, and this thing is doing this. So it's, see, it's at 40, 41. Like, I'm up in the air and it's bouncing all over the place, but it still doesn't work. Look at that old foundation over here. I can't use the detector. I'm gonna have to send it back to Garrett, I guess. And they can keep it, but yeah, all these, I don't know if you can see. Up here, there's all these rock walls and everything. That'd be awesome to detect around there as well. But I think that's it. I think we're gonna have to call it, man. We don't have a detector to use. I do wanna bring it back and clean it, thoroughly clean out the coil, and I mean, it's as good as it's gonna get. But at this point, I don't know what else. I even tried disconnecting this, cleaning that out. Well, I blew air into it, but nothing seems to work. So at least we found some coins on our first day. And yeah, I'm definitely upgrading. I'm getting rid of this thing. It's happened many times with this detector. And then the funny thing is, it'll do that one day, and then the next day it'll be fine. So when I get back to Colorado, it'll probably work. It's very unpredictable. You never know if it's gonna work. So I traveled a long way to have that happen. Garrett, if you're watching, I am not impressed. All right, so after a couple days of having this car, it's already, I mean, I hope I don't have to pay anything to get it cleaned or anything, but I'm gonna do my best to clean it up before I return it. Yeah, I just have a loaf of bread down there. I bought some 3 cheese and onion sandwich spread. Keep refrigerated. Oops. Yeah, I'll show you the hotel here. I should bring my GPS with me, and my camera is in my hand. All right. I tried to go geocaching in the middle of town because my metal detector stopped working, and I ended up trying to get back here as soon as I possibly could. When I got into traffic, it was that bad. I mean, the traffic itself isn't bad, it's just everything is backwards for me. So I just wanted to get out of there. It's still acting goofy. I think that's the situation. I think it's a broken machine. I think I'm just gonna have to send it in. So there's no more metal detecting here in the UK. If anybody from Garrett is watching, well, by the time you watch this, I'll already be home and my trip will already be done. But man, that's not good when you rely on your tools for your job and they just fail like that. Not cool. So I don't know. I don't even know if I'm in the shot, but anyway, guys, I'm really happy about my metal detector. Well, I've been digging and digging and digging, and I'm coming across little pieces of pottery here and there. I'm 2 feet down right now, and I got a mouthful of bugs. Extra protein. Okay, so this behind me, this little shrub right here, this is called General Grant, and looks like it was burned at some point. That's the fire scar, and it's the biggest sequoia tree in the world at the base, and it's the second tallest sequoia tree in the world by just 2 feet. There's the cops here. Hello. How am I doing, or what am I doing? Stopped here and saw this old abandoned, wasn't sure if it was abandoned.
Yeah, it's all abandoned. Yeah, the guy that owns it actually doesn't live here, but he doesn't really like people out here snooping around. He had a problem with people living in it and everything like that, so.
Yeah, I was checking out the newspapers and stuff in there from like 2008.
Yeah, rat turds and urine in there too. It's gross.
In here, there's a bunch of stuff, and it's pretty cool here, but I was actually going to swing my metal, I do videos for YouTube.
Okay.
And I was going to swing my metal detector around, but if the guy doesn't want anybody...
Yeah, he doesn't really want anyone out here, because like I said, he's having issues with people living in there and everything like that for a while.
We got a nice metal spike sticking out of the ground right here to impale one of us. So that'll be good training, huh, buddy? Yeah, buddy. I got it. I got it. I don't mess around. Holy cow.
It was like right behind this bush, and then all of a sudden it was like halfway down the river.
I got it. Yeah, we don't set anything down in the river.
Yeah.
Oops.
That took about 2 buckets worth out of you.
Oh man, dude, I was running through the woods. Running.
I seen you hopping over the rocks and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
And I got a rocks in my shoe, so it's like every time I step down, it's like,
ow, ow,
yeah.
Ow.
Oh, there it went, right up the butt.
Oh man.
There it went.
He almost did it right there.
Almost. Good thing I wasn't really crouching quick.
Shit.
I would have been like, oh,
Dude.
oh.
Go get the...
Oh no, dude, grab that. It's coming at you. It's right there. It's at you now.
That wasn't your classifier.
Yep.
No.
Is it down here? It's a classifier. Yeah. It was metal. Oh, it looks like we got a view up here. Check this out. I wonder if I have to keep going. I'm not really sure. All right, I gotta find a safe way down. Today I'm out here metal detecting at a high school, Columbine High School.
Hi, how we doing?
How you doing?
So a couple of things. One, you're damaging our property.
Oh, I actually have a permit.
To come onto my property
Yeah, I'll show you.
for Jeffco Public Schools. Okay.
It's for, well, I'll show you. So there we go, my sody pop up here on the top of Mount Galbraith. So this is the unedited, uncensored version on Patreon only. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this extra part of the video. Yeah, that's all I got. Back to the original video. Germany. This little section can be rough, so you gotta pull your skin. Try to get around all those angles. There we go. Number 2. All right, got a couple more of these to do. Look at that guy. Little shit. You could just see their little eyes shining right where my shadow is on that tree. Right there. There's a little frog right there. Whoa. I just heard something big in the woods. I mean, the jungle. Could have been a falling bamboo. I don't know. And I am not armed, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Alright, so again, the only thing I'm bringing is my gold pan. Arbor Fabricating classifier. This is the 1/4 inch. Got 2 Home Depot buckets and my new good Puerto Rican shovel. So there is some company here. Hope they don't mind. Let's go down and dig some holes. too close to the back of a horse. Look at this horse down here. He's in the water. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 pennies. One 1978 nickel, a 1999 dime, a 1978 Canadian penny, which is probably the best thing we found. And we found this pin here that says Evergreen Stingers, and this other one here. That might be the find of the day if it's silver, and if it's not, then this is for sure, this is the find of the day right here. It's an old small horseshoe or a mule shoe. We got 5 clad zinc pennies. We have 1 copper penny, not including the 3 Wheaties. We found a 1995 nickel, a 1983 quarter, and this is a 1976 dime. And of course, our best finds, both in the same hole. Here we have a 1928 Mercury dime and a 1944 Philadelphia Mint silver war nickel. Found a pair of glasses laying out there. And then here's our change, our clad. No silver, but we got, let's see here, 75, 85, 95, $1.05, $1.15, 25, 35, $1.40, 5, 10. Exactly $1.50. So, yeah, not too bad, I guess. I mean, there's a lot of targets, a lot of digging. Here's a zinc penny, 2011, 1970. That's copper. That was a surface find. I found it along with that one. And here we have 2 copper pennies and a 1965 dime. And this here I think is the find of the day, believe it or not. A little button. $1 coin, 3 dimes, 11 pennies, 7 quarters, and 4 nickels. The find of the day right here. We're gonna have to go home and test it, but I believe it's either silver or gold, but we're gonna find out once we get home. And yeah, I'll see you guys there. I think we did really good with these coins. Check this out. So I mean, for the short amount of time that I was actually searching for these coins, we got ourselves 9 pennies. These are 2 cents a piece, or 2 pence a piece, so that's 7 of those. 2 5-cent pieces. I thought we had a lot more of those. There might be a hole in my pocket or something, but I think we got at least 2 of those. This one here is it's a 10 cent or 10 pence. I keep saying cent. It's a 10 pence piece. Definitely something right here. This was like a 50, 60. Oh yeah, it is a coin. Ooh, is that silver? It looks silver. I don't know what Scottish coins are silver. Let's see if we can get a date off of it and somebody can tell me. That's a 5 pence. I could see the 5 on it. I can't seem to get a date. That looks to be silver. Next up we have an unfired bullet, and then we have 2 unfired 22 shells. Found 1 shotgun shell with the plastic still on it. A couple of the bigger spent rounds. 3 pieces of lead, spent bullets right there, actual bullets. And then I have a handful of 9mm and 22 and what is that, a 40 Smith & Wesson, all types in here. All right, so here's everything laid out. We got 28 pennies. None of them are old. There are a couple coppers in there, but there's no wheat pennies or anything. We got 9 quarters, 10 dimes, 5 nickels here. The oldest one's a 1964, which I scratched up pretty decently, right there. $1 coin from 2010. One token. It is a nickel. It is a penny, copper penny. 1983. Is there anything else in this hole? 1959. Right. So close to a wheat penny. And also we got like 60 and a half cents worth of clad there. We have 4 quarters, 2 nickels, 2 dimes, 6 pennies, and of course definitely the find of the day, probably the whole month for me. This is a silver ring. You can see 925 inside there somewhere. A couple pounds of lead here, a whole lot. Some of it looks pretty neat. I like that. Different calibers here. We have 2 coins that I found, both of them in the parking lot. One little pendant here, and of course we have our Pkwy dog tag. Here we have two dimes from the 70s. We have that 1 wheat penny from 1940 Denver Mint, and of course the best find of the day here is a sterling silver earring with some kind of interesting stone in it. It's like a blue and white stone. Is this it? Well, that is a piece of silver ore. Awesome. You can see the little bits of metal in there. I got to get a better picture of that for you. Holy cow, that's the first piece of silver ore I've ever found. Wow, that is sweet. You can actually see the little silver bits in there. Hold on, I'll get my other camera. That is probably one of the coolest things I've ever found metal detecting. It rang up like a solid 13 or 14, like a solid tone too. Wow, that is sweet. Got some silver. So here we have 25 coins that are so corroded I can't even tell. I'm gonna assume that most of them are pennies. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pennies. Some of them are a little bit corroded, but at least I can tell that they're pennies. We got 7 dimes. All of them are pretty good. We got 2 nickels and a quarter here, which I guess would be the best find of the day. All right, so after 1 hour, here are the coins I got. Looks like we got 5, 6 pennies, and we got that 1 nickel. All right, so we got exactly 50 pennies. Some of them are copper, most are zinc. Nothing was like wheat pennies or old or anything that I can tell. Some of them I can't, there's no way I'll know. Here we have 28 dimes and 8 quarters. We got a clad quarter. We've got a token from the event, at least I think it is. If anybody can confirm that, let me know. And we were lucky enough to find a silver coin within 10 minutes of showing up here. So that is always a good day when you find some silver. We got 2 quarters. The other one actually fell. It's in my car somewhere, it fell. 2 nickels, 3 dimes, 3 pennies. Got a couple pull tabs there, 2 quarters, 4 pennies, 1 nickel and 3 dimes. 4 quarters, a couple pennies, a couple copper ones in there too. 3 nickels, 4 dimes. We got 1 nickel. We got 2 quarters, 2 dimes, and 3 pennies. Little religious pendant. This fancy ring. And this ring here, it's even more fancy. We got 7 zinc pennies. No copper ones. We got 2 nickels and 1 dime. Looks like gold to me, man. Sweet, dude. We should probably weigh this thing up or something. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that interesting video and that bonus material there at the end with all the metal detecting finds. That took a long time to edit that together, but I just want to thank you guys. 2018's been pretty crazy. I gained about 21,000 subscribers since January 1st, 2018. I've only been doing YouTube videos, like the outdoor videos and treasure hunting stuff, since like May 2017, so it's going on a year and a half. just want to thank everybody, thank all my subscribers, and especially my patrons over on Patreon. You guys get to see all those crazy outtakes and bloopers anyway all the time, but I figured I'd cobble something together here for everybody here for the end of the year, just to get a chuckle out of some of the crazy stuff that I've done this past year. 2019 is going to be even crazier. I got an Australia trip planned for February. That's coming up really soon. I also just got PADI certified, so I'm an open water diver now. Gonna be all kind of cool scuba videos. I just purchased all this new scuba camera gear and everything, lights, lots of stuff coming up in 2019. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, I think it would be a good idea to do that. 2019 is gonna be pretty awesome. Thanks a lot for watching. Oh yeah, if you don't want to do the math yourself, I found $25.09 worth of change metal detecting in 2018. The silver value is around $15 to $20. The gold value is about 40 to 50 bucks. I'd never really broke that black piece out of that gold pendant ring, pin or whatever it was. So I'm guessing it's about, you know, maybe a gram of gold, maybe a little more. Plus there was a diamond in it. Found pounds of lead, junk rings, and tons of trash that I helped clean up. As always, alright guys, that's all I got. I'll see you in 2019.